And we're back, you guys, so let us continue.
Man, that was a hell of a ride, huh?
Jesus, Danny?
What? You ain't getting soft on them, are ya? Not after what they did to your friend.
You're back! What happened?
Handled it, Mama.
This isn't what Terry would have wanted.
Terry?
My husband. Miss him every day.
Then screw it up for everybody then, why don't you?
Oh, calm down, Princess. I'll do it myself.
What's going on with them?
Dunno. Squabbling, looks like. Lot of tension with y'all, huh?
Don't mind them, it's how they are. Each of them wants to be in charge, you know?
Well, it's probably just the hunger talking. We all get a little testy. We'll fix that shortly. And Lee, don't worry your head about them bandits. I'm sorry you've seen more violence than I'd have thought in your short time, but you all are safe here. Don't worry.
Think I'll go have a look around.
Don't wander too far. Dinner will be ready before you know it. And thank your friend Koch again for me. She and the kids are in the barn with the cow. That woman is a lifesaver.
So we're getting close to the end of the chapter. There are still a few things to do, but for now, there's a few interactions to do before we go to the events that will end it. So, gotta try and make sure that I pick the right answers, because there's gonna be some conversations now that are gonna require you to react pretty fast. And there are choices you can make that will I won't say affect the ending, but it will affect something later on. So you gotta choose your path, I guess.
Hey, so what happened at the camp? Did you guys find any more of those guys that hurt Mark?
We found a woman in the woods. She was talking all crazy and had a crossbow. So Danny killed her.
Holy shit. Was she one of those bandits?
I don't know. I think she was trying to tell me something. But then he just went off.
I don't like this, Lee. I still say we should go back to the motor inn, where we at least know what to expect.
Do you get the feeling something's going on here?
What makes you say that? What exactly happened at the camp?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Paranoia just getting to me a little bit.
I know what you mean. These backwoods people always give me the creeps. If you ask me, we should just get our dinner and leave.
Come on now. We don't want to be rude.
What were you and Kenny arguing about when I came back from the camp?
He's losing it, Lee. He comes over and starts talking about searching the barn and that these people are hiding something.
But you told him to mind his own goddamn business, right? We are guests here. We don't need to be overstaying our welcome more than we already are.
The way I see it, we just need to skip the dinner and get our food to go. But I'm starting to think your friend over there has another agenda.
I'm gonna go check things out.
Just don't get too nosy. These kinds of people are usually pretty protective of their privacy.
Alright. So we gotta check the barn, talk to everyone, and ultimately check what Kenny's up to. Because he's always up to something. So we can finally go in. Couldn't earlier, but now we can. Alright.
It's okay, Clementine. You can pet her.
It's okay, go ahead.
Whoa. Katja says Mabel could have her baby tonight.
We'll see, Clementine.
Well, What's this thing?
Daddy said it's called a salt lick.
Yeah, but don't lick it. It's gross.
Did you lick it?
I don't know.
Man, she's so cute.
Here, Clementine.
My hat! You found it! I knew you'd find it. You said you would.
Listen, did you give your hat to anyone?
No,
Did you see any strangers around the motor inn who might have taken it?
no. Why?
It's probably nothing. Just let me know if you ever see anything like that.
Okay, I will. Hey, Lee. Do you think you'll ever have kids?
I'd like to someday. Maybe a little girl like you.
That's nice. You'd be a good daddy. Well, thanks for finding my hat.
You're welcome, Clem.
Do you want to pet the cow with me?
Nah, but you go on ahead. She looks
See
skinny.
what else we can do.
Hey there, Andy.
Yep.
Talk to this guy.
How's the cow?
Well, better now we got Doc on the case.
We met this woman up in the woods. She seemed to know your brother.
Yeah, he probably talks a little more than he oughta.
When do you think, we might eat?
Hungry, huh? Don't worry. Mama's cooking up some good grub.
Thanks.
Yep.
Alright. We go back here, we're gonna trigger cutscene with Kenny.
You found it too, huh? Lee, they're hiding something behind this door. I got a quick look. They got boxes of stuff, something metal and sharp.
Don't get paranoid.
It's my job to be paranoid, Lee. I got my whole family on this farm right now. How about you? What about Clem?
I'll protect her no matter what.
I know you will. Look, that guy with Katya, what's his name? He locked it up real tight the second we came in. I definitely heard a noise back there, Lee.
What?
My point is, we gotta know for sure. So go find a hammer or something and I'll have this thing off in a second. You back me up in case them farmers come running.
Hang on, man. Think this through. You smashed the lock. Then what if it turns out you're wrong? You just fucked your chance to get a good meal in those kids you're trying to protect. Use your head, Kenny.
All right, Professor, what'd you have in mind?
Let me have a look at what we're dealing with first.
Hey, Lee, you know how to pick a lock, right?
No. Why would you say that?
Well, you're, you know, urban?
Oh, you are not saying what I think you're saying.
Jesus, man, I'm from Florida. Crazy shit just comes out of my mouth sometimes. Sorry. What?
See those screws? Instead of breaking the padlock, we can just take off the assembly, have a peek inside, and then replace it all again like nothing ever happened.
All right, sounds like you got a plan. I'll hang around and keep an eye on that guy with the cow.
Andy.
Shit, I thought that was Danny. Whatever.
Can I help you boys find something?
Just checking out the barn here. Never been to a dairy farm before.
Just don't roam around without me or Danny. The farm can be a dangerous place. You know, the bandits and all. Sorry about your friend. Hey, do me a favor. Don't fuck around with this door, okay? Just, you know, Mama gets nervous.
Andrew, I need your help again.
No problem. Right away, Doc.
So we gotta do a few things before we get to the door. We gotta go outside. We gotta make Andy leave the barn so that we can mess around with the door. However, we need a tool
how does
to
a woman like yourself
with
run
the
this
door.
whole place?
Oh, I managed just fine. Plus, I had my boys to help out. I couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, Larry's totally hitting on her. Wonder if Lily has a different dialogue with him or when him far away over there.
What's going on, Lee? Did something happen?
There may be something going on with that barn.
I'm telling you, Lee. The longer we stay here, the more trouble we're getting ourselves into.
And what exactly do you think I'm supposed to do about it?
If you want to go in there and start rooting through other people's shit, then get to it. But if it's up to me, we should just take our food and go.
After what Kenny told me, I'm starting to think they may be trying to hide something.
You two are just asking for trouble. But if you insist on wandering around, I'd be careful, Lee.
I'm gonna go check things out.
Watch yourself, Lee.
Hey, I'm gonna go check things out.
Watch yourself, Lee.
Okay. That's the end of the conversation. So I'm gonna go bother Larry. Because I like trolling people. Yeah, there's probably a dialogue over there that might be interesting. I don't know. I don't remember much of this game, like a lot, because I haven't played it in a while, but I did play it a bunch of times. Although I've never done like an evil guy run, so I don't even know how that looks like.
You been getting along with Larry?
He's just a big old sweetheart, ain't he?
Don't know if I would have used those words exactly.
Don't judge, honey. This world is bringing out the worst in people. But if you really look, you'll catch a glimpse of humanity every now and then.
How's Mark doing in there?
Best patient I ever had. Oh, my boys get so much as a scratch and start hollering. He could definitely teach them a thing or two about being tough.
I'd still like to check on him.
You're gonna have to trust me on this, Lee. I've helped stitch my share of wounds. I know what I'm talking about.
We ran into some trouble out there.
I was just glad you two weren't hurt. Those bandits just don't know when to quit. But my boys, they can hold their own.
Before she died, we met a woman out there at her camp. She wasn't one of those bandits. Sounded like they did something pretty bad to her. And your marauders are still out there.
I think all them folks out in the woods had drug problems.
What does that have to do with anything?
Means you can't trust them. Any of them.
So, what are y'all keeping the barn back there? Besides cows, I mean.
Well, someone's getting a little curious, aren't they?
I don't mean to pry.
It's nothing interesting, I can promise you that much. Just some odds and ends. Takes a lot to run a farm, you know.
Think I'll go have a look around.
Kinda peaceful out here, ain't it? Enjoy it while you can. You'll probably start hearing those monsters frying against the fence before too long.
Yep, they're definitely hiding something. Alright, so there's a toolbox over here that we're going to interact with. And we're going to find a tool that we need. There it is, multi-tool. But this will be able to open the lock. However, now we need to distract Indy, so we're going to mess with the generator. It's not enough to just turn it off.
Guess I'm gonna need a screwdriver.
You gotta mess it up pretty bad.
There you go.
There's a conveyor belt in there, so I'm gonna take it.
There, that should do it.
And that should attract his attention.
I can find this piece of shit. Oh, fucking thing through a belt. Damn it all. Oh, son of a... Fuck. Oh, this
Now we go to the barn. Every time he goes in there, outside it looks like darker than what it is. It's kind of weird.
Mom, Dad, dinner time! It's dinner time!
Okay, honey, let's get that.
Dad! Dad! Come on! Let's eat!
Kenny, come along, honey. Kenny, come on. Don't make the children wait.
I'll make an excuse for you. Get that thing off.
Oh, I forgot one dialogue with Duck that he asked something about the smell of the barn, and Clementine says manure because I said manure earlier, but if you said shit, she would have said shit, and then Katja would have like being angry at you, have cursing in front of her and teaching her that word. So I'm gonna split the video in two, so I'm gonna be stopping it around here, and we'll continue on the next one.
Boy, didn't you hear the bell? Dinner time.